You ready, Mrs. Claus?
I'll try.
Don't stink it up.
Hello?
Hi, is Abigail there?
Yes, she is.
Would you tell her that Mrs. Claus is on the phone?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on. Abby, it's Mrs. Santa Claus. Hurry.
Hello?
Is this Abigail?
Yes.
Abigail, this is Mrs. Santa Claus. My husband is Santa Claus, who's going to come visit you on Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! Mrs. Claus, where's that bacon omelet you said you were going to make me about an hour ago?
Hang on, Mrs. Claus. I'm talking to Abigail right now.
Oh, this will take forever.
Abigail, we've been reading your letter.
You did?
Have you been good this year?
Yeah, I know. Because I wrote it.
I know you wrote it. What do you want for Christmas?
A Rapunzel party.
Oh, nice.
Mrs. Claus,
I'm coming,
the
Santa.
Viagra's kicking in.
All right, Santa. I'll be right there.
The North Pole is rising.
Fine. All right. Well, Abby, I can't talk very long, but I want you to be a good girl, and I'll send my husband with all the gifts you asked for, okay?
Make it snappy, Santa only comes once a year.
So, Abby, will you do that? You'll be a good girl, and then Santa will come visit you on Christmas.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay, yo. Bye.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Padres Cubs again this afternoon under the sun at Qualcomm Stadium. Gray Davis and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the house.
Don't forget it.
There's baseball today, you idiot.
You're the idiot.
Stop it.
You're ugly.
You are a girly man.
There's baseball today. Go for me.
Stop it.
Shut up.
You're
You're
an
ugly.
idiot. You're an idiot.
Steroids.
Girly man.
Veg boy.
First pitch, 2:05 at the Q.
Yes, Chris Boyer and his family are on the Family Feud twice.
Name something that parents should do to be sure that their kids have a safe Halloween.
All right, check the candy,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Give him a flashlight.
Is that the answer?
Yes.
Check the candy.
How about X-ray the candy?
X-ray the candy. That's right.
Wait a second.
All parents have an X-ray machine.
Hospitals offer free X-ray.
Oh, who doesn't?
I don't. Well,
Nobody that I know.
13 years later, he's still defending that answer.
X-ray the candy, Ray. Maybe you could like to do a sonogram of my Twix. All right. Chris Boyer has retired momentarily. If you're just joining us here on the KGB, it wasn't that long ago that Chris Boyer was goaded into streaking nude around the building to pay off a bet that he had welched on earlier. And with great resistance and much reluctance, he finally agreed, and he stripped nude sans for the chuckaboots. And streaked naked around the building. No. It was at that time, a very unfortunate time. Chris was not fully deployed, or at least partially deployed.
He was a button.
That's hurtful.
Well, only to people he's dating.
And I've been trying to protect his image, and I know he's interested in it as well.
Right.
And wants to give a better visual representative of what he is. So I believe he's working on that right now.
yes, I am. Absolutely.
Anything yet?
I feel a little weird rubbing myself right now.
Oh, he's rubbing himself.
Well, who cares? The penis puppet guys did. They're performers. It was a show.
It's Boyer, and you're not in here. How many times do we have to remind you over our glorious 14-year career, when we've been nominated for major awards many times, that you're not in here with us?
Well, it's just glass. I'm closer to him than you are.
I'm coming in there.
We're gonna do. We're doing the
Can I go
switch.
too?
No, you got to take the picture.
Well, he's not going to do anything.
Who's going to push the buttons?
Yeah. See, he can't see what's going on.
I know.
I'm in Chainsaw's room now.
Right.
All you get are the back of his shoulders.
Right.
See, now.
He's got a great view of me and a great view of you.
Yeah.
On the little throne.
Hello.
This is cool being in here.
You like
You
it?
got your own room. You can do anything you want.
You sound even better in there.
I can cut the cheese. I don't have Emily's angry glare at me. I see all the dirty stuff that Boyer's looking at on his computer.
Oh, yeah. And I was thinking that very thing. Thank God I didn't break one right before he decided to come in.
You do that a lot in there, Chainsaw?
Never!
Are you ready yet, Boyer?
No, I'm still working. I'm still working.
I got a battery in here that cost me $20 to replace. Just let me know.
Man, you take forever.
I know. And you're not taking a picture.
And it is icky watching him full frontal rubbing himself. But I can't take my eyes away.
Hey, now that I'm in here, do you confuse me with Boyer?
No.
I can't tell you two apart.
All right, cue camera. Get it up.
Sorry, you're not taking a picture of my.
Oh,
I don't know where the button is. I don't know where it is.
Oh my God!
Okay, what is wrong with you?
All right, I just pumped it 3 times. I don't know what that did.
The show's off the air now.
Temecula probably heard the director's cut.
God, this is a cool place.
Chainsaw, can you bring up line 5 over there? Do you know how to do it? Can you pot up the phone and bring up line 5?
All right, is this his phone here?
It's right in the middle of the board there.
And line 5. Yeah, baby. Oh, quiet talking, James. You're on the air.
What are you doing? I don't talk like that.
This is gay.
What do you think?
Yes, it is.
Very.
Well, you know why? Because we're gay.
I've had to pull my headphones off about 5 times.
Good
That's
idea.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, how about me?
Oh,
It's getting icky, huh?
poor Boyer. I mean, he's in the bubble, and no. Stop it.
No,
it
it's
now.
button,
Stop
not
it
bubble.
now.
Button. Button.
Jingle into spots. Go into diuretic moms. Do something.
Red buttons.
Stop the bleeding.
Well, thank you, quiet talking, James. Shelley, you're a crackpot. All right, Route 66. What?
See, the little throat affects you. You go mad with power.
Boy, you're still rubbing.
I gotta go.
James, make him stop.
You're the lucky one, James.
Thank you, James.
The voice of reason there.
All right, 20 minutes after 8. 40 west of 9 o'clock. We're going to have Chainsaw Sports coming up in just a minute.
I don't like snot.
Well, Chainsaw, you just need to get over that. Yeah, whatever.
I have a problem with mucus.
Mucus.
I don't like that.
I have a problem with puke, vomit, hurl.
Well, gosh bless everybody.
Oh, jeez, you going at that again? How's your vacation, Cook?
I took a dump in Doc Severance's bedroom. Johnny Carson is the greatest entertainer that ever lived.
There we go.
Yeah, well, you're stupid.
Shut up, you idiot.
Oh, is that all you got?
Oh, my God.
I will crack your skull open, you idiot.
Oh, that's original.
I'm going to be the governor of California, and I will illegalize you. You pasty, skinny-headed penis head man.
Yeah, well, you got steroids, and your penis is shrunk into your body cavity.
John F. Kennedy, the greatest president ever, was taken out because of the war complex, industrial war. What's it called?
Military-industrial.
Military-industrial complex.
Hey, Cookie! Cookie!
Yes!
That's my head.
Wanna come over?
Oh, my God.
I've decided to cancel Boyer showing his penis.
Dad. I pay $5 to see Boyer's penis.
6. It's always 6.
$6. Can I take a nap in your lap?
What is the more common name for the chemical composition H2O?
Oxygen.
It's iron, stupid.
Oxygen. What do you think the O is in H2O? It's oxygen.
What's the H2 part?
It's so stupid. They put on a chalkboard. I don't know.
Give me $5, Shell.
You don't know? I don't know. Well, that and a nickel will get you a hot cup of Jack Squat. Buzz off.
Yeah.
On the calculator, what does the X button do?
Delete. It deletes it. Just like you delete a page on a computer. It's delete.
Oh, my God.
Shut up with all my... It's delete.
I know, it's unbelievable.
It's multiply.
Which we hope you never do.
The Philadelphia Eagles clobbered the San Francisco 49ers 38-17 on Monday Night Football. Eagles quarterback Coy Detmer was sensational, leading the way until after releasing a pass, a 300-pound 49er smothered him. Detmer stuck his hand out to break the fall. Bad idea. Like a breadstick trying to prop up a dump truck. Crunch, snap like a twig. Kicking and jerking his legs in pain. He looked like Michael Flatley doing a horizontal river dance.
Oh my God!
Now that's just hardcore cold.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We are laughing at a guy who's just snapped his elbow in half.
The good news is, miraculously, doctors popped his elbow back into place, and he was able to watch the last few minutes standing on the sideline. And in the locker room at first, actually, Detmer didn't want his elbow repositioned because the way it bent, he was finally able to reach that itch between his shoulder blades. But the doctors convinced him otherwise.
Okay, you're going to dial up Mom here.
Yep.
And you're going to tell Mom, listen, I want to take the day off, so I told my boss I had to go home and take care of you, all right?
Absolutely.
Because you don't feel good.
That's right.
And now he wants to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Make no mention of the big D to your mother.
Oh, no.
And here we go. Stand by.
Hello?
Mom.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Not much. What are you doing?
Nothing. Hey, I'm going to take the day off from work, and I told my boss that you weren't feeling good, and I had to come home and take care of you. Now he wants to talk to you. Okay?
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Okay? Here he comes.
Yes, good morning. Is this, I guess it's Jan?
Yes, this is Marty's mother.
Jan, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well.
Well, thank you very much.
Is it that serious?
Well, I have these problems where I get really dizzy.
Is that what gives you the diarrhea?
Well, no, I went to the doctor yesterday, and I had some surgery about.
When did the diarrhea hit?
I don't think I want to talk about that, really.
Well, Marty told me that the reason he had to come home and take care of you was because of the severe spastic diarrhea that you're suffering.
All I can tell you is that I was at the doctor yesterday. I have medication.
I've had spastic diarrhea.
No, I don't have spastic diarrhea.
Well, that's what Marty told me. Let me put Marty back on the phone. I think you two need to get your story straight. Hang on a second. I'll get him.
Mom.
What?
I told him he had diarrhea.
Marty?
He asked me, what was wrong with her, and I didn't expect him to ask me, what's wrong with her. So I don't know, first thing that came to mind.
Tell her I want to talk to her again.
Marty?
Oh, he wants to talk to you again, all right?
Jan.
Yes?
You need help?
Yes, I do.
And Marty's going to come home?
Well, I would like for him to, if he could.
Every time I've had diarrhea, it was a one-man job.
You're really embarrassing me.
I guess it's really none of my business, but back in Vietnam, I had the exploding diarrhea so bad, it sounded like M19 shells being fired off, and you didn't see me calling my kids into the foxhole to help me with my diarrhea, Jan. Whatever. Here's your son.
Mom.
You work for a real asshole.
It's funny you mentioned that word. He's probably thinking, about yours right about now, too.
Don't you ever do this to me again.
Well, what'd he say? Can I have the day off or what?
Marty, I don't know what you're going to do. Don't you ever do this to me again, or you will have spastic diarrhea. You will have diarrhea. I'm hanging up.
Tell me you got diarrhea?
I'm hanging up, and don't you ever call me again. Goodbye.
If I don't go to court, I'm going to get in trouble.
Marty, Mom. You're already in trouble. So tell you embarrassed
I don't go to court today, Mom. I'm in trouble.
Tell her I want to talk to her again.
He wants to talk to you one more time.
No, I'm hanging up.
Mom.
Yes, hello.
What?
It's fine, I guess, if he comes home to help you with your diarrhea.
Well, you know what? You're just really embarrassing me.
Well, I got a business to run here, and I can't have every employee running home to help out their mothers with their spastic diarrhea.
You are...
Hello?
Oh, golly.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah?
We lost the connection.
No way. No way.
Nice company you work for, Marty.
Hey, I got a quick question for you.
Bring it.
Hey, why isn't Saddam Hussein going out drinking tonight?
I was wondering about that. How come Saddam isn't out drinking tonight?
He's going to stay home and get bombed.
Don't give the fighting hero a chance to do his own joke.
Wow. Thanks, Boyer.
Oh, my God. I'm just fulfilling my position as the bit ruiner.
Good luck, Butch.
Well, sports fans, one of the highlights of Super Bowl week was Media Day last Tuesday, a chance for the players to face hundreds of journalists and broadcasters, a stampede that I wanted no part of. So I set up shop across the field and let them come to me. I gave the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2 minutes of my time, and here's how it went. All right, fellas, single file, please. I don't have all day. Warren, stop crowding.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Wait your turn, Warren. We'll get to you. Okay, Keyshawn Johnson, how similar are the Raiders to the Bucs?
We run the same offense to a T. I mean, it's almost scary that we're both are probably going to have to come up with a lot of different audibles this week because we both run the same offense to a T.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I thought so too. Okay, John Lynch, hometown boy, Torrey Pines to All-Pro, long way back home, huh?
So darn hard to get here. It really is. You look at guys like Tim Brown, 15 years, I believe, and myself, it took 10 years. So it's just, it's tough.
Yeah.
Next.
All right, Warren, finally it's your turn. How crazy is Media Day?
This is crazy. I mean, you talk about it, they talk about the 300, 500,000 credentials that go around the world in different places and people that'll be here, but it is what it is. It's a Super Bowl. I mean, wow.
Wow. Okay, back you go, Warren. The Piranhas are waiting. Thank you, Tampa Bay. I hope this arrangement made it easy for all you and the players and fellas, that's not necessary.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Warren.
Please tell me about the joke. Gotta hear the joke of the day. Want to know the joke right now.
Sooner or later, it happens to all of us. Sadly, inevitably, it happens to everyone. Every person everywhere suddenly comes up empty. The vital tools to his trade vanish. The scourge escapes nobody. Be it the major league pitcher in the big game.
What's the matter, Johnny? That shoulder acting up on yous?
Gee whiz, Coach. I just don't have the stuff to strike out Monahan.
That's okay, Johnny. Sure, we'll probably lose the World Series now, but you gave it what any man could. You gave it your best.
Yes, every man must someday face the moment when he is alone, devoid of the sustenance which maintains his life.
Red Box 4, this is Bravo Leader. We need air support now. My men have been down here and the Nazis are eating them alive.
Copy, Bravo Leader. We have all air support coming in to Hill 23.
Look, I don't need a major strike, just a bomber, even a fighter. Hell, I'll take a glider soaked in gas. Just give me something.
Sorry, Bravo Leader, you're on your own. Godspeed.
What? Are you getting shot there, or is that the microphone?
What?
Sounds like you're getting shot. Yes. And it was this day, that day that all men face. The Deputy Program Director, Barney Fife, awoke, stepped to the medicine chest, and shrieked in horror.
Oh, no, I'm out of Nivea.
Oh, there is no God.
And so bravely, Fife dressed himself, trembling visibly, and staggered to the corner AM/PM, where he entered and asked of the clerk.
Where do you stock the Nivea?
The helpful clerk pointed Barney to his needs.
Get out of here, you beat off. We don't carry any Nivea, you Nancy boy.
Right.
And so dejected, Fife staggered home to face his pathetic life, devoid of his beloved Nivea. And somehow, some way, he managed to struggle through the day. But as he awoke the next morning, still out of Nivea and now desperately low on butter, he trudged down to to the AM/PM mini-mart once again and called to the clerk.
Where's the Nivea?
Look, I told you yesterday, you skinny little jag-off, we don't carry Nivea. Now get out of here, you bony little punk.
Well, this went on for days. Barney would walk into the AM/PM asking for Nivea. The clerk would kick him out. Barney would slunk home in search of some reasonable replacement for his beloved Nivea. Until finally, his strength nearly sapped. Fife shuffled weakly down the street to the mini-mart and leaned up against a lamppost, facing another bleak and lonely day. Sans Nivea.
Oh, sweet slippery lotion of the gods, why hast thou forsaken me?
Barney was suffering deeply from lotion withdrawal now. Might have even lost his battle, ladies and gentlemen, had it not been for a partially molten bit of honey candy bar lying discarded in the alley.
Oh, well.
Well, I hate to think what might have happened. Fife pulled himself together, entered the AM/PM.
Where's the Nivea?
Listen to me, you skinny, puny little puss bag. The next time you come in here asking for Nivea, I'm gonna nail your flugelhorn to the wall. Got it? Now get out!
Fife managed to find his way home. Don't ask me how. Kind of like how a cat gets home from Massachusetts when it's lost in Chicago. He somehow found his way home and took up once again the lonely struggle of living a life wanting of his viscous, precious elixir. The next day, Fife, still without Nivea, now out of butter, Crisco, cream rinse, honey, not to mention the old black bananas he'd been saving for bread.
Oh, God.
He weaved his way down to the AM/PM mini-mart.
Oh, it's you feeble pint-sized runty little beat-off. What do you want?
Fife, remembering the threat of the clerk the previous day, he cautiously asked,
Where do you keep your nails?
Nails?
Yeah.
Nails? I don't have any nails.
Oh, well then, how about that Nivea?
Yeah. Last person to say not me has to wear a sash and a thong at Dick's Last Resort tomorrow night.
Not me.
Not me.
Sure as hell. Not. Well, no, wait. Do I want it to be me?
Do you?
Well, let me think.
People would like to see it.
I'm gonna say not me.
Okay. All right.
Promo?
Brett.
What?
I said not me first, before anyone else.
Nobody heard you,
I
dude.
didn't hear that.
Oh, come on.
Your silence indicates that you want to do it, but you're too embarrassed to say yes, okay?
Okay.
Shh. Okay, the contest begins now. Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Ruth?
Not me.
And Abramowitz. Okay, well, there you go.
I was talking the whole time!
We didn't.
Dude, we can't hear you.
Well, it's because he's got the fingers on my controls.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Shelley, can you see my hands?
Yes, I
my
see
hands
both
are
your
in the
hands
air.
right now.
I am not touching any buttons.
right.
I can't do it with my feet. Abramowitz, if you want to say not me right now, say it or forever hold your peace. Go! There you go.
So, it doesn't
You're all
even take a
witnesses that my
therapist,
hands
I know.
are in the air.
Yeah.
Your 11th digit is very coordinated.
Not me!
I told Shelley this morning I went in to get a cup of coffee and the whole cafeteria smelled like Up Dog. And Shelley said, "What's Up Dog?" And I said, "Nothing, playa. I'm money."
Word.
I got an on-air gig at one of the other stations in town. So.
Where were you on air?
I was doing overnights at Planet for a while.
Way to go, man. That's great. Were you working for Hey Buddy, Tad Smalls?
No.
Oh.
I was. Rich Hawkins brought me in straight out of college.
There's no Tad Smalls. No.
Yeah.
Too bad you really missed an opportunity there.
It was either that or KGB, and KGB didn't have space at the time, so.
I hate this radio station. All right, thank you, Mike.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
I'll tell you what, Tad Smalls provided me a real sense of insecurity this week.
Really?
How so?
How so?
You remember our good friend Della Garcia.
Yeah. Della Garcia.
Della got married over the weekend.
Yes, she did.
Tad got invited to the wedding.
I know.
I didn't.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Tad made the cut. Ouch, Dave.
I know it. Very ouch.
You should have been there. Everybody was at the wedding. Oh.
You went too?
Oh, yeah. Shelley was there.
Shelley was there.
Yeah, Shelley and Tad sitting in a tree.
Oh.
Kissing. First comes love. Then comes marriage.
Boyer got invited, but he couldn't because I was racing. So, Shelley, Boyer, Tad got the cut. You and I didn't.
Nope. Didn't make the cut.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Ouch.
How you feeling now?
Tad says hi.
Well, hi, Tad.
Hey, Tad. How you doing?
How you doing?
Taught me a lot.
Hey, buddy.
Tad, have anything interesting to say?
Well, we were talking. Oh, hi. How you doing? Hi. And I said, hey,
You guys
Tad,
sound good.
Yeah.
You
He
guys sound
was
really
very
good.
complimentary.
He always
has been very
sweet.
complimentary.
And then I said, well, so are you still in such and so part of town? And he said, no, moved to another part of town. We and he kept saying we, and I said, yeah, and I kept saying, well, what I didn't think you were dating. Blah, blah, blah. And he said, well, she's a public figure. I can't really tell you who it is.
What?
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
And that's what I said. I said, public figure politics.
Carol LaBeau.
I guess Marty Emerald, but
Susan
no. And he wouldn't. He just, that little smile.
Captain Mike.
And then I said, Bonnie Gamanis.
He's dead.
Captain Mike is not dead.
Are you sure?
Yes. His career might be.
I'm sorry, Captain Mike.
Jesus Christ, Ruthie, you're killing people.
Ruthie, he had it.
Hackett already died today. He made the troika.
Oh, my
Strike
God.
Thurman, Catherine Hepburn.
Ruth just killed Captain Mike.
Sorry,
He's dead.
Poor
I could have sworn he died.
Hey, Joe Lazura, watch your back.
But he's okay, Ruthie.
I'm sorry.
He's dead.
Play that. I'm not
66 killed Captain Mike.
Look at him. He looks almost too tired to stand up.
Yes, she does.
He's dead.
I'm sorry, Captain Mike.
He'll be interested to know that.
Oh,
Jesus. All right, we are going to get to Sports with a Chainsaw. First here is Ruth 66.
Hey, sure
Don't
I'm not
say anything
dead.
about us, okay?
Hey, sure I'm not dead, too.
Well, what about you, Boyer? I was talking about Kyle Kraska. He's been fired.
Oh, that's right, when he was on vacation.
What? Are you sure he's not just up? No.
Get fired.
I'm sorry, David, but my friends tell me that he's been fired. Sure enough, the next day, Dave, Channel 8 would like you to make an apology. Turns out Kyle was on vacation.
Well, he's pre-fired. At least he's not dead.
So exactly, Boyer. At least you didn't kill him.
I love golfing free with Dave. No one has to pay. Wondering if Bromo's gay. What guy's he gonna lay? I love Ruth 66. She don't like guys with dicks. She likes going down on chicks and butt sticks. And I love your show too.
So let's access the voicemail and get this exclusive report from Bromo and find out what famous celebrity attended the Aztecs USD game last night.
Cookie, Chainsaw Randolph, this is your protege, Bob Costas.
Voice, false.
Chainsaw's promo at 6:03 on Thursday. Like I said, last night I was watching the Aztec game, and they clearly showed Ryan Leaf in the crowd. He was like in the front row or the second row.
Wow.
And he was all hamming it up. He was wearing like a black leather jacket and a gold chain. But he was definitely there, and they made an acknowledgement that he was there. So
hang up.
Okay.
Hang up. Dave, get off the phone. I gotta call my brown gal.
So there you have it. Ryan Leaf was in the crowd wearing some sort of garment that Bromo found significant.
Wow.
Ryan Leaf attended a local sporting event.
Wow.
What are the chances of that? In other sports, David.
I'm sorry?
I said in other sports, David.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted. I was just checking my voicemail for a message I wanted you to hear, Chainsaw.
Oh, really?
Hi, Dave. This is Brad Pitt.
That's not it.
Hi, Dave. This is George Clooney. Hi, Dave. This is George W. Bush, President of the United. Hi, Dave. This is Tyra Banks.
I can't find it for you right now, Chainsaw.
no.
I'm sorry. I'll have to look for it later.
All right, you listen to me, Cookie. I'm on to your game, okay? And it ain't gonna work.
All right, you doing, buddy?
Well, pretty good, Dave. Thank you.
You were a principal at a high school? You have a master's degree?
Yes, I have a master's. Big deal.
What kind of degree do you have, Bromo?
I went to some kind of radio college behind the White Hen Pantry.
A master's degree?
Wow.
Bromo, what's your education?
General knowledge degree.
From where?
I go to the school
Hard
of
knocks
life.
of life here, Dave.
From where? Where's your degree from, Bromo?
I went to some accredited schools. I went to Mesa.
And you got a degree?
No, I didn't actually get one in hand.
One in your foot or what?
About a year and a half college David had at Mesa.
No, I had like 3. I had to run cross country for 2 years, and then.
Well, it's only a 2-year institution, Dave.
So how you feeling, Toots? What's wrong?
No, I don't. I think those. I just have a feeling that the oysters maybe weren't the precious.
Uh-oh. That's a good tummy ache.
You okay
now?
now?
I don't even find that humorous. I don't blame you. There's nothing funny about that.
Hurry home for that nooner, huh?
You okay, honey?
You know what?
What?
There are certain.
What?
There are certain things that don't need.
Give up, Beth.
I know.
Quit while you're at it.
There are certain things.
We know.
There. Did you record that from your bathroom? That doesn't sound from. David John Rickards, knock it off. Man, cut out. You are like humiliating me.
Oh, gee! And let's see, every time I'm not feeling good, she gets out the megaphone. Come on, come see the amazing diarrhea man.
I'm not an infidel. I'm not a giant star. But we just...
Not according to the hoof.
Oh, well. She and I are friends.
The hoof was actually rating you yesterday side by side, shoulder to shoulder with David Cassidy in your star power. And Chainsaw and I looked at her and said, what? And she said, yeah. And we said, what? And she goes, yeah. And we said, what? And she said, yeah. So...
She's crazy.
She's a kook.
She's insane.
Well, maybe not worldwide, but in San Diego, I would think that...
You're as big a star as David Cassidy?
As star as David Cassidy.
You are delusional.
Maybe in some areas of San Diego.
Good God. What, your
maybe
house?
this house?
This poor fellow isn't sharp. He's weary and confused. He doesn't care about us, and he probably doesn't know what he's talking about.
Probably doesn't know what he's talking about being the key word there.
You could even leave the probably out. He does not know what he's talking about.
You think in San Diego you're as big a star as David Cassidy?
Well, I
believe in my pit at El Cajon Speedway.
In this room I am.
No, you're not.
Maybe that was a bit of a rash statement.
You are a kook. You understand, don't you, Hoof?
Okay, Simon, listen. Do not disparage my man until I am there and you can pick on someone your own size.
Your man?
Wait a minute. What is this about?
Your man?
What are you talking about?
Chris?
She's got my back.
Yes, I do.
Hoof, I got bad news for you, honey.
Yeah?
Chris Boyer and I have been together for 13 years. If he's going home with anybody, it's me.
You really think so, Dave?
Yeah.
Who has been flirting with each other longer? Boyer?
Well, you're gay.
Dave, you are the putative heir to the ox cart of my homosexual love.
You really think so, huh?
You know, I'll tell you what, Boyer and I have flirted shamelessly with each other for many, many, many years. The only thing that's holding us from falling deeply into a homosexual relationship is the sex part that we don't want to do.
Really?
And that's something that he and I are both controlling. Whereas you shamelessly throw yourself at him every day, and he walks away from you. So figure it out, honey.
Okay, Chris, are you going to defend my honor at some point here?
I am a huge fan of the Hoof, and given the opportunity, I would slam her like a $5 omelet.
You've had
She
the
throws
opportunity.
herself at you every 5 minutes.
Chris?
Well, then I guess that means I must have slammed her like a $5 omelet.
Oh, it happened, eh? When did it happen, Jill?
May 11th.
For real?
For real.
Oh.
Do you swear on every one of your international hay balers?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you swear on Ravi Shankar?
I swear on Ravi Shankar.
So are you two seeing each other now?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah.
You guys are an item now?
Yeah, she tried to tell you. She said she told you like 4 times.
Well, she tells me every week she comes in. Hi, Chris.
He's my man.
So if the hoof ever gets knocked up, you can have a DNA test on the baby?
More than that.
Why?
Well, Boyer's a gelding, don't forget.
Yeah.
She's not going to get it knocked up.
I know. That was the
So,
point.
did you go to his house, Jill?
Oh, no. Hang on a second. Have you been serviced at Boyer's house?
Several times.
Oh, my God.
This was a little bit of a surprise to me.
Just
the
now?
opportunity presented to me May 11th or a week or two prior to that, whatever. So
what happened? Did she just like raise her tail and back into you or what?
she swished her tail, swatted away the flies, and backed me into the 3 rail of the stall. And we had a beautiful romantic time right there
like it.
with a couple of horse blankets and a saddle.
Prince Harry, the uglier but more fun Prince Harry, the uglier but more fun second son of Britain's heir to the throne, Prince Charles, fell off his polo pony this week while captaining the England schools team to a loss against a French team.
Uh-oh.
Waiting for the sympathy to kick in on this one, and none.
That's it?
Well, that's like hearing one of the Hilton sisters almost choking on some $1,000 an ounce caviar. It's potentially tragic, but not really. Anywho, back to Prince Harry, the polo player.
The ugly one.
Booze, pot, clumsiness notwithstanding, thanks to Pops and Granny, Harry's the captain of the team that lost to the French.
Aww.
Jolly good show.
What's the name of your restaurant, Wayne?
Well, the name of it is
Wings.
Quiero con todo Maraca.
Shoot, I
don't remember the name of it. I was busy memorizing your name.
It's Jerusalem.
Jerusalem?
Restaurante Bistro.
Why don't you just call it Jesus Ain't Here? I mean, come on.
You know, I wrote a bunch of things down here, and I don't hear with me.
But I wrote them in Spanish, so I can't read it.
I have a new name for your restaurant, closing in a month.
We were at the concert up real close. You know, we like to get real up.
Sure.
The dog pound, dog money, word.
In the mosh pit.
Yeah.
The mush pit when Aunt Edna's in it.
No, go ahead.
Anyway, it was right when we were getting our groove thing on. 50 Cent started rapping in the club. Yeah.
I'm with you, honey.
You're grossing
And
me
it
out.
was at that time, dear, that I heaved up my completely saturated Depends.
Stop it! You heaved them.
Threw out my shoulder.
Oh, no.
You heaved them.
Yes, I did. And 50 Cent ducked. And
thank God.
Smart man.
my Depends landed on stage with a splash.
You okay, honey?
Shorted out the entire PA system. It was a good show up to this. Love your program.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, the reason why Gregory Peck's face is all messed up is the same reason why he's got a peg leg, because he had a previous encounter with the great white whale.
But they never talk about his face dripping.
Well, dripping, okay, Chainsaw might be right. It might be bad makeup, but he's supposed to have been ripped from stem to stern by the great white whale.
Right, we know that he has this obsession with Moby Dick because of the previous encounter in which he lost his leg.
Right.
But they never explain why his face drips down onto his beard.
Maybe it was a sperm whale.
That's excessive a little bit, you know. I mean,
How long were you sitting on that one?
I thought about that one for about 15 seconds.
Nicely done. Boyer's just on all cylinders today. Hello again, everyone. Under the reflected light of the Super Bowl, San Diego Padres owner John Moores shrewdly announced the name of the future home of the San Diego Padres, Petco Park. Moores also opened the door for newsmen Graham Ledger and Hal Clement to utter such nuggets as, "Dog days of summer and the Padres are going to the dogs. Damn it, they beat me to those." Adding Hall of Fame credibility to the scene was Dave Winfield. Adding charisma to the scene was Mayor Dick Murphy.
Oh, he is hot.
And providing a sense of drama was the dog Eddie from Frasier, because when you think baseball, you think of penthouse yappy dogs. To make himself useful, Mayor Murphy was seen with a baggie around his hand in case Eddie mistimed his digestive cycle. Uh-oh. Excuse me, we're on the air?
Yeah, but Chainsaw, it's your old protege, Bob Costas.
Oh, Bob.
I'm in town for my HBO show. You know, I thought I'd drop by for a segment or two.
Good to see you. It's kind of awkward. I think we have a traffic report from Ruth coming up. Kind of full. The Hoof is going to call in and tell us about a movie we'll never see.
The Hoof?
And Dave, I think we're going to do a bit on Super Bowl horoscopes coming up.
Yes, I think Super Bowl pets as well.
Yeah, to tie in with the whole Petco thing, but kind of full. But you are Bob Costas after all. And Dave, could we make some time for Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to pose for a quick snapshot during the spot break or something.
Yeah, fine. I understand. I'll just spend the next hour or so down the hall with Mason.
No.
Wait. I think we can bump all that stuff. Can we clear some time for Bob Costas?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Emily, clear the log. America's smartest man is in the house. In other sports, David.
Mason! I hate Mason.
Probably one of the funniest moments ever heard on KGB is to hear the great sportscaster Bob Costas say, "I am the king of Bootsville."
That's what he wanted to name his book a couple of years ago.
But you know what? I buried the headline from my appearance here. This actually occurred about a month ago. A friend of mine who worked for the Spirits of St. Louis turned 50, and I had to come up with an appropriate gift for him. And so I called one of those online companies that sells the sports memorabilia, and I got an authentic Spirits jersey. And it turns out that the company is based here in San Diego. The very nice woman answers the phone, and she takes my order, and I give her my name, and she says, "Are you the Bob Costas from NBC?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "We love you here in San Diego." And
Yes.
I'm thinking, oh, yeah, thanks very much. I'm thinking, Padres, you know, I hosted Tony Gwynn's retirement ceremony, or maybe the Chargers or something. What is it? She says, "No, here in San Diego, we know that you are the king of doucheville." I never felt so proud in my entire life. This sweet lady on the phone, disembodied voice, regards me as the king of doucheville.
We have another caller for you here on the KGB.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
This is Sir Winston St. Clair.
Yes.
I am the king of douche out here.
Where are you calling from, Sir Winston?
I am my own domain. I am the great admirer of Bob Costas.
Has the Queen come back yet from... where was it?
she?
It was
Whack off, New Jersey.
Whack off New Jersey.
Whack off New Jersey.
Actually, no.
Oh, sorry to
My
hear that.
call, I believe Bob Costas is the greatest sportscaster and interviewer in the world. And I would like to offer him a job as Minister of Propaganda. You shed here. I demand the man immediately.
Sir Winston, everybody here in San Diego would like to know, with the 5-point spread between Oakland and Tampa Bay, with Tampa's tough defense, but then you got Rich Gannon's gun, what do you think is going to be the outcome of Super Bowl 37?
I'm ceasing to be amused by this conversation.
That makes it mutual.
Oh, no.
I demand that I be allowed to hang up first.
Go ahead, hang up first.
Goodbye, Sir Winston.
Goodbye, Bob.
There you go. Hey, Chris Cantori from 91X now.
Hey.
Just 2 radio stations down the hall from us. Do you have 2 minutes for me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll make this quick.
No worries.
If you had to point to someone and say, that is the weird guy in our building, because all buildings have a weird guy, if not more.
Right.
Who would you say is the weird guy in our building?
Boyer.
Thank you.
Bye, Chris.
Back to work.
Chris.
See you.
Love you.
Nice,
Love your show.
Nice jizzy shirt. Just, from a guy who wipes up with a 91X tour tank top shirt and then wears it to work the next day.
Desperate attempts at get back.
Yeah, really. You know what?
That was
So
funny.
sad.
Maybe Cantori is a little weird. We're all a little weird, but you are a lot weird.
This is from the guy golfs, follows a little ball around a course 2 days a week while smoking a leaf from Cuba.
From the Kogo News Center, breaking news. Chris Boyer is the weirdest person in the Clear Channel building. Get the latest news 24 hours a day on News Radio 600 KOGO.
I love that.
Thank you, Marilyn.
I love Marilyn Hyder.
Hey, hit Google and hit the very first one as a picture of Jill when she looks like she must have been like 16 or something.
Wait a minute.
Is it her stockbroker picture?
With red hair and these kind of dorky looking glasses.
Damn it. Hang on. Google.
Google's getting jammed right
Oh
now.
my God, this picture is
talking
going to be so old.
Ruth, this is some girl from Cincinnati.
That's a different Jill Underwood.
Oh, shoot.
When did she have red hair and a hand growing out of her head?
Your nose looks different.
How come you're a guy in this
But
picture?
your hooters still look good. I like that.
I knew you were looking at the wrong
think of
picture.
that,
I knew it. I knew it. We need to get you like one of those. What's that place where you go and you dress up in a thong and get your picture taken? What's that place called?
Those romantic
Dave.
photographs.
I believe it's called Dave's Free Thursday.
Please tell me about the joke. Okay. Hear the joke of the day. Want to know the joke right
This is the story of Eunice Frump, the town school teacher. It was a small town, and consequently, she taught all grades in one collective schoolroom. And on this particular day, the day of her 63rd birthday, that all the kids had brought her birthday gifts. It was a sign of love. It was a gesture of neighborliness, and let's face it, the kids are trying to kiss up to old butter thighs for a better grade. One by one, they would walk to the front of the class and present Miss Frump with their gift, and it was class tradition that Miss Frump would try to guess what the gift was by its shape and the noise it would produce when shaken.
Well, now, this should be easy. Being that Sally, your father, is the town's butcher, I'll bet it's a box of haggis. Oh, and look, I'm right. Oh, yummy haggis. Sheep's innards, tongues, nostrils, bowels, and sphincters, all boiled in its own stomach. Yummy.
Little Sally sat down, vowing to get Miss Frump next year with a fresh load of hog faces.
Oh, little Thurston, I believe you're next.
6-year-old Thurston Howell V, resplendent in his knickers, jodhpurs, and riding crop, strode purposefully towards the front of the class and presented Miss Frump with his exquisitely wrapped gift.
There you are, Miss Frump, and with the gift comes this challenge. As sanctioned by my dear father, Thurston IV, if upon this splendid day of the anniversary of your birth, you are successful in deducing the contents of this package, you shall receive a handsome stipend in your pay envelope.
And with that, little 6-year-old Thurston added a snooty, blue-blooded humph.
Humph! Snort!
Well, little Thurston has issued quite a challenge, hasn't he, class? Just like he does every year. Right, class?
Yes, Miss Frump!
Oh, that's delightful. And although it's impolite to brag, I've kicked his little blue-blooded ass every year, haven't I, class?
Yes, Miss Frump!
And I think I have again this year when I predict that this gift is, an engraved set of sterling silver Benoit balls from the Michael C. Fina Company. Oh, and of course, I'm correct.
Once again, Miss Frump, correct. Took the class a minute to realize.
Oh, they're a little slow.
Little Thurston took his seat, vowing revenge for next year.
I say, she's quite the bitch, eh?
And now came little Corky, who brought forth a crudely wrapped parcel, its plain brown paper covering dripping from some fluid.
Ah, yes, Corky, son of the town's bartender. This should be easy.
Here you go, Mrs. Frump.
Oh, it's Miss. Alrighty then. Just give me a moment and let me determine the vintage.
Said Miss Frump, drawing her index finger along the leaky side and sucking it pensively.
I'd say it's a fifth of Chivas Regal. Oh, and 12-year-old vintage. Why, how delightful.
Nope. Guessed again.
Oh, the class buzzed with excitement. Miss Frump never missed at guessing her birthday gift.
Oh, I was sure it was scotch. Let me take another taste.
Said Miss Frump, again soaking her finger on the wet part of the package and then licking it in somber speculation.
I've got it. It's Jack Daniel's Special Reserve, circa 1974, with extra charcoal mellowing.
Bragged Miss Frump, preparing to open the package.
Nope. Wrong again.
Oh.
Uh-oh. It's all over for her.
The class was transfixed. Little Corky certainly had Miss Frump stumped.
Oh, I can't understand it. Your father's the town bartender. I'm sure this tastes like some malted beverage.
Said Miss Frump, now desperately chewing and gnarling on the soaking package.
Oh, wait. Oh, of course. Oh, how could have I missed it? Oh, silly me. I've had it so often. It's a fifth of Frangelico liqueur. Oh, it's lovely as an after-dinner drink. Or with coffee.
Wrong again.
Said Corky, unwrapping the gift.
Look, Miss Frump. It's a puppy.
The Braves upended St. Louis thanks in part to this blast by Marcus Giles.
Marcus Giles at the plate and Morris with the delivery. That's well hit. That's a long fly ball, and that baby is out of here. Giles will touch them all. His third round tripper of the year.
That's Braves announcer Bud Schlitz with the call, 4-2 Atlanta. The Arizona Diamondbacks had a lead in Montreal, and Luis Gonzalez wanted to build on it.
42 Diamondbacks turn the 7. Boy, would Luis Gonzalez like to tag one here and cushion the lead. And there's a long fly ball to deep right field. The person is chasing it towards the wall, and the wall to the wall, over the wall, into the folding chairs. Luis Gonzalez makes it 5-2 Arizona. No, hey, goodbye, Expos. Stop
it. Shelley, say hi to Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Shelley.
Let's hear it.
Joke me.
What does an ambulance and a homosexual have in common?
What, meat wagon?
Hey, I don't really know it, but I'm going to take up some time and work it out.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
They both take the stiff in the rear and go, woo, woo, woo. Do I win?
Winner!
Shannon?
Hi, Mama.
Hi.
Listen, Mom, you need to do me a big favor.
Okay.
Okay, I want to go to the beach today. Okay? But I can't tell Brian that I want to go to the beach. He's not going to let me leave and go to the beach. But we're not that busy, so I think he'll let me go.
Okay.
But I told him that I need to come over and take care of you.
Uh-huh.
Because you're not feeling well.
Okay.
Well, he wants to talk to you.
He wants to talk
Here
to
he comes,
me
here he
about
comes.
what?
Here, Mom, here he comes. He's going to get on the phone.
Okay.
Yes, good morning.
Hi, this is Teresa. This
Yes.
is Shannon's mom.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. Are you able to let her go today?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a bit of a sticky wicket for me. This is a bit of a problem.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're not in the habit of letting employees go home and take care of their mothers with diarrhea every day.
Well, that's not exactly it.
She told me that you had some kind of problem with diarrhea.
I don't think so. No.
Well, let me put her back on the phone. Hang on. You two work this out. Go ahead, Shannon.
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom.
It's the flu.
You have to say you have a stomach flu. I told him that you had really bad diarrhea and with
Oh, I don't embarrass me.
Hang on, here he comes again. Here he comes.
Mommy's coming third.
Yeah, Teresa.
Yeah, I told her don't embarrass me.
Well, I mean, hey.
Yeah.
Everybody has diarrhea. But I don't see what the need for someone to come home and hold your hand for when you got diarrhea.
No, I just need her to help me out at home because I've got the flu is what I've got.
Yeah, she said you got the diarrhea flu.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? That's a one-man job. I got diarrhea right now, and I came to work.
Let me talk to her.
Huh?
Let me talk to her.
Hang on a second. Go ahead, Shannon.
Mom, what you saying? I don't know what you're doing to me, but it really, you're really embarrassing me.
Ask if you got the day off.
He goes, hey, I got diarrhea too. What's the big problem? I mean, he's embarrassed because he doesn't like it when people leave because they're sick. Hey, Mom, did he say I could have a day off? No. He didn't? No.
You got to convince him you're really ick.
You
You're
have
sick.
to convince him that you really have No, I cannot convince him.
Hang on, here he comes.
Mom.
Hello.
Yes.
So what's the problem here?
I just would like her to help me with the flu, yeah.
Help you with the flu?
I need her to help. I just need her to take care of some things for me.
Like what?
Like some errands I need run.
Why don't you just put on a great big old lady diaper and go? I don't know what you're giggling about, lady. Diarrhea isn't a laughing matter. Back in Vietnam in the foxholes, diarrhea killed little Johnny. You didn't see me getting on the sat phone when I was in Vietnam in the foxholes. Can my son come over and take care of me when I get diarrhea?
But how am I gonna...
Whatever. Here's your daughter. Go ahead, Shannon.
Mom, I think he's gonna let me leave. God, I don't want to get rid of you. What? Your poor mother's stuck on the toilet. Mom, you always get diarrhea, so
Hey, Squirty Gertie. I think you're a liar.
That's right.
I think you need a plunger, baby.
See, I need help. Hey, Mom. I'm not really at work. Where are you? This is a radio station.
Teresa?
Yeah?
Would you want to go to the Rolling Stones? Do you think your diarrhea will be over by then? Mick Jagger doesn't like it when people are hopping up in the middle of the show all the time to run to the Johnny Pot. Teresa, you're a good sport. All right, we'll let you go.
Oh, Shannon.
Yeah.
Ted Leitner gave Carefree Vacation a free plug on yesterday's Homer. I wonder how Chris Boyer would have described that play.
Here is the delivery from the ball presenter. The batsman rotates his trunk in a fashion that sends his arms and wrists in the momentum of centrifugal force. The rounded wooded dowling connects with the stitched leather sphere, sending it at an arc that, once having reached its apex, descends in a corresponding gravitational pull, sailing in a downward trajectory over and above the legal barrier that constitutes a home run. Colliding with the Carefree Vacation advert, consequently, Montreal has constructed a 6-4 advantage.
Fabulous.
Ted Leitner gave Carefree Vacation a free plug on yesterday's Homer. I wonder how Chris Boyer would have described that play.
Here is the delivery from the ball presenter. The batsman rotates his trunk in a fashion that sends his arms and wrists in the momentum of centrifugal force. The rounded wooded dowling connects with the stitched leather sphere, sending it at an arc that, once having reached its apex, descends in a corresponding gravitational pull, sailing in a downward trajectory over and above the legal barrier that constitutes a home run. Colliding with the Carefree Vacation advert, consequently, Montreal has constructed a 6-4 advantage.
Oh, fabulous.
You moron. Period. End of statement.
Yeah, I got a
Bad
question
boy.
for you, stupid. If there were a big moron
Say California.
and a little moron
California.
on top of Days Free Thursday Bridge,
California.
It's Free Thursday Bridge.
how come? Stop it.
Stop it. You're ugly.
How come the big moron fell off and the little one didn't? You tell me, stupid.
How come?
Because he was a little more on. Got you. You are stupid, and I'm a funny man.
Well, I don't know about that.
Hey, Arnold.
What?
You know how to leave a moron in suspense?
No. Well, tell me, stupid. You said you were joking about.
Hey,
you know, I
Arnold.
can't pronounce California.
Hey, Arnold.
It's California.
What?
Do you know what sexual position makes the ugliest babies?
No, what?
Go ask your mother.
So
well, your mother was pretty ugly when I was stooping her. Oh, wait a minute.
Taking the bone to the old ladies, huh? What a man. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Of course, I've seen that scarecrow you plucked out of a cornfield in Kansas. I don't blame you for going after my mom, trying to tear off a piece.
Oh, that's real funny. Yeah, you're Mr. Comedian. Yeah, you's trying to get up there, tell a joke. It's like, hello, is this mic on? Or are we having another blackout? You're stupid. You're ugly. And you're a girly man. And you're not funny.
When the candidates debate, they don't go to KOGO. No, they don't go to KFMB. They don't even go to KPBS. They go to the KGB. But I don't know why, because this radio station sucks.
You're the one who sucks, girly man.
Vag boy.
Girly man.
Vag boy.
Girly man. Stupid, stupid idiot.